Welcome back. So from AI, let's move to arts and entertainment. Speaking of which, we'll be looking at the movies this time around. You know, for much of the week, we've been bringing you those critical members of the movie industry value chain that put everything together, all of the elements to bring you your amazing motion picture. So this morning, we'll be chatting with a young producer who is rather ambitious, you know, with what he intends to do in the movie industry. And so our guest on this particular segment is Mr. Emmanuel Praise Adele. Emmanuel Praise.
Good morning.
Wonderful combination.
Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to the Morning Brief.
Good morning.
So you have produced a movie,
yes,
titled Beyond Control,
yeah,
that featured young people.
Yes.
So some would say that the movie producer in Nollywood is the spirit of Nollywood. How critical is a movie producer in the entire, you know, movie value chain? We've learned about Focus Man. Just yesterday, we also learned about the sound recorder. That's another important, you know, member of the cast and crew that ensures that, you know, the entire movie is produced. Sound recorders, I beg your pardon. So how critical is a movie producer to the entire production?
Okay, I would say it's quite critical because every department in a movie making is very important, from the producing, directing, sound, light. So all aspects are very, very important. Then the criticality of the importance of the producer to the light is that as a producer, you have to oversee every department and make sure everything is intact and you get the best of each section by working hand in hand as a teamwork with the sound, light and all to get a perfect production of a movie.
That's a whole lot of work.
Yeah, it's a whole lot.
But some people combine movie production with directing. Is that not too much to take on?
I would say to an extent it's too much, but those that have been in the field, that have studied the nook and cranny of it, sees it as a normal work or flow for them. Unlike with startups now, it will be quite difficult for me to direct and produce because I'm still in the learning process. I mean, like those that are up there now, it's easy for them to switch and direct. And for example, Nafunke Akindele now, she's someone we look up to. Like I think she's a master of all. She does directing everything with ease and she flows to different aspects easy. But with startups, it will be quite difficult for us to switch like that. But with time, we will get there as well too.
Okay, so tell us about Beyond Control. Did you combine production with directing?
Yes, I would say I did that because I was the assistant director of Beyond Control. So the actual initiative of Beyond Control is that I teach in a school. I'm an educator, I'm a creative, I'm a digital entrepreneur. So I teach in a school as I'm a coordinated dance and drama club there. Because I was like, I want to create something remarkable and unique in the school which I've never done before. So I trained the students. That was last year. That was April, May. So I was training the students. We've done a lot of stage drama and stuff like that. So I've taught them about filmmaking. I taught them about directing, acting, and script writing. So I was like, let me even create something unique and remarkable. So I wrote the script of Beyond Control last year, May. And I gathered them and we shot it last year, June. It's quite tasking because I was a producer, so I brought some of my friends into the field as well too. One of my friends, his name is Samakin Walemewa, so he's director. So I was the co-director of it to ease me of the stress and the workload on my head. So we work hand in hand to achieve it.
Fantastic. I want to come to the work. You know, we just throw these names around, but there are some names that are easy to spot what they do. Sound recorders, cinematographer, the director of photography.
Yeah.
But producer looks like a lot of things, a lot of things at the same time. It sounds like the easy name, but it carries a lot of burden. So walk us through what it takes to be a producer. Okay.
Being a producer is a lot of work because to know a good movie, it boils down on the director. Because a director and a producer are the one that they look up to first. If you check a good movie, you look out for them with director and producer first to know the movie is worth the hype and the watch. So a good movie boils down to the directing and the producing. And aside the script, a director and the producer are the forerunner and the forefront of a good movie, aside the other crew members, which are very important as well too.
And so some would say that the producer, well, it's a statement of fact. The producer also hires everyone and pays everyone. And that, you're smiling already. And that speaks to raising funds for big projects. How easy was it for you to raise funds for Beyond Control?
Okay, for Beyond Control, I would say that God was involved. It was quite easy for me because I had a lot of support from friends and uncles that supported the vision, and which have known me for a while. That art has been part of my life from way back secondary school. I've been a writer since my GSS2. I think I wrote my first novel then, and some of my friends saw it and they were buying it. So I took up the skill and was learning and was brushing it up. So I got support from friends and uncles last year that supported me in the vision, and also laid down a part of my salary as well to produce and pay some of the cast, and even most of the cast and the crew are my guys. So they work with some African Magic guys, and the cast are the students in the school. So it was easy to put them together and settle the crew, which it went well.
How expensive was it? I've been a passer by what they call waka pass.
Waka pass.
Okay,
I've been a waka pass. I think in a while I didn't got production when I did some training in the school then. So I know they give us small something. So how
small something.
No, anyway, forget that. So how challenging is it to raise finances at this level? Because the Akindeles of this world and the rest of them, they could pitch because they have work to, say, look, I have done this, and this are the ROI on my investment. So it's easy for anybody to put their money and risk it. But for young, which is why we're bringing people like you, for young people who don't have a portfolio or a robust portfolio, how do you pitch? Or you just say, family and friends, let's get this thing going?
Okay, I think what will benefit more of us to pitch is getting a sponsor and partnership and leveraging people to support it. Like for me now, it was quite challenging. Aside from family and friends, now I had to devote my personal income into it. But assuming I have like sponsorship and leverages, so I've been better. So more of partnership and sponsorship will help young filmmakers to achieve their goal in filmmaking.
And some would say that you will never know which movie, would hit it big at the box office or on the streaming platforms. So for some, they surpassed the revenue, the capital invested with the revenue returned. But would you say that, but others are also telling a different story, but would you say that you have made enough money from Beyond Control and you can now, also reinvest in your next project? Okay,
I won't say I've made enough money. I won't say I've made enough money at all. Because the money that went into it is more of 6 figures that we delve into it. So I won't say I made much money because I made a little amount of money from support from someone that watched it and was like, wow, this is amazing. That the first project, pulling these kids together, that we could achieve this, and the person sent a token to us of like 50K. So it's not something.
So let's talk about the future as we wind down. What's the future for you?
The future for me is, firstly, a part of my mantra in life is to touch lives and create impact and look out for the young generations, which I did to help them achieve their potentials early in life. Like even before they leave secondary school, they should have a skill and a potential to look out to after school. So they don't want to be jobless people in the world. So it's to look out for young chaps like them and build them up in their area of strength and help work on them. Example is this movie.
And what themes, as we quickly wind down now, would you be looking into, for that kind of empowerment that you want to create in the movie space? So what themes would inform the inspiration in your movies?
Okay, the themes will be related to creating impact and adding value.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel Praise Adele, a budding movie producer who has put together a movie titled Beyond Control. It's streaming on YouTube. So you can go watch it on YouTube.
On Praise Media YouTube channel.
On YouTube channel. All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Right.
When we return from this break, we'll remain with the movies with another interesting conversation. So stay with us. We'll be right back.